When was the last time I uploaded? Like 3 weeks ago? About to be like a month ago now. Being completely honest, bro, I just forgot I had a channel until like a couple of days ago. I was like, oh, I should record a video, you know? So here I am, I don't know, talking about MrBeast and Twitter.
Got me going 80 into 50. Can't lie, you
MrBeast uploaded a new video where he like gives shoes to poor kids in Africa. You know, like, oh, and you would think like, oh, that's such a nice thing to do. A person with money is actually doing something good for the rest of the people. But you know how Twitter sees it? MrBeast is the Antichrist. He actually sacrifices babies and eats their hearts. That's how he gets his money. But like, actually, I don't know what goes through these people's minds. Like, everybody on Twitter, I'm convinced that everybody on Twitter is an actual sped kid. Because it makes no sense. Their logic makes no sense. I'm mad because rich people don't help. Now I'm mad because rich people help. Like, choose something, bro. What do you want? Okay, like this tweet right here, bro. Like, the person said, every time something involving MrBeast happens, I think of this image. It needs to be reposted. Every heartwarming, interesting story in America is like, he raised $20,000 to keep 2,000 orphans from being crushed in the orphan crushing machine, and then never asked why orphan crushing machine exists. Why do you need to prevent it from being used? This is such a brain dead take. Obviously, bro. No, MrBeast. Why didn't you get rid of poverty in every third world country? You are a terrible person, MrBeast. What am I doing to help the people? Oh, I'm being a socialist on Twitter. You know, that really helps the orphaned kids. That really helps the poor people. I'm just such a great person. I'm doing way more than you, MrBeast. Like, actually, I don't know what these people think. He gave shoes to people in Africa, to little kids in Africa, and people are mad. What do you want him to do? Get rid of poverty in Africa? Poverty will always be around. That's not something you can get rid of. I don't know what you want. If you're mad that he made a video on him helping people, why are you mad about that? He makes videos to get money, and he helps people with that money. How do you want him to get money? Do you just want him to get money out of thin air? I don't know. I'm actually trying to wrap my mind around these people's like thinking, but I won't understand because I'm not a brain dead person that goes on Twitter. Bro, every single time I see a tweet like saying something bad about like what he did, or like them wanting to do more, he isn't God. He won't fix every single one of their problems. You want him to get a malaria for them? He can't. What do you want him to do, bro? Okay, just use your rational brain. Just use those 5 brain cells that you have. He gave them shoes. Why? Because that's something that you need to walk every single day. They go to school. Shoes are gonna help them immensely. If you're saying, oh, why didn't he do more? What are you doing to help these African kids? Are you eating all your meals like your mommy said? You know, because those little African kids are starving. What are you doing? I genuinely hate all these like social activists on Twitter getting mad at him. Like I said before, what do you want him to do? How is he supposed to get the money without making videos on it? With the publicity he gets from the videos, he gets more money. How do you think economics works? How do you think he gets his money? I'm convinced everyone on Twitter shares one brain cell together, because there's no way so many people can make a bunch of retarded takes and think people will agree. The only people agreeing with these takes are other mentally ill people that don't understand how the real world works, because all they do is sit in their basement all day and be social activists on Twitter. Listen, when I went like into making this video, I thought it would be harder to find these dumb takes on Twitter. You know what it took? One search, a single search, to show all these people are jerking each other off by saying that MrBeast is bad. He's a terrible person for making videos on how he helps people. No, I'm all for freedom of speech, but maybe some people shouldn't be allowed to give their opinion on stuff, because they clearly don't think about what they say. They just say whatever comes to their mind. I do not like this person because they are famous, and famous is bad, so everything they do is bad. That is really the only thing I can come up with. That has to be what they are thinking. I'm actually dumb, bro. This is why I never go on Twitter. I don't care if that means I'm not up to date on every single piece of drama. I would much rather keep my brain cells than watch all these retarded takes on Twitter. I would much rather have a life. Thank you for watching today's video. Bye.